happy Reformation Day. It's Saturday, October 31st, and we're heading up to Ocala. A couple months ago, we did the northern half of the Tread Lightly Badge of Honor Trail. Today, we're going to do the southern half of the Tread Lightly, the four-wheel driveway trail in Ocala National Forest. Going to meet up with a couple of friends up in Altoona and hit the trails. So thanks for joining us. Off-road travels, Florida Jeep rides. Let's hit the trails. Well, it took us a little over an hour to get here. We come up the turnpike to 429 and then a couple of rural roads zigzagging back and forth until we end up in Altoona. We're at the Circle K. Best place to get you some chicken gizzards and some potato wedges for some little trail snacks here and there. And we're just waiting on the other people to come up, and then we'll head out about 9:15 to go up South Road 19 and up over to 40, and then that'll get us on the trail to the north side. Taking the red Jeep today. It's a 2007. Pretty much has still stock gears, running 33s. It's time to get some new tires, although we still got some life left on them. They do make a little bit of noise. It's got that 6-cylinder on the inside, and the very first trail ride that this Jeep went on started here at this gas station with the Orlando Jeep Club. Today we're meeting up with a couple other club members, some friends, and we're heading out. Hop on out of your Jeep. We have made it up to the midway point. Where we're at right now is we are right here. A couple months ago we did this whole section down through here, and now we're going to pick up this. We're going to come down. This is optional area. We'll loop around and come back up. Official Jeep Trail. Welcome to the Tread Lightly four-wheel driveway.
I'm Clay, driving a 2014 JK two-door Willys on stock tires.
On stock tires and no doors.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
And I'm driving
A 2017 JK on stock, except for my rear back brakes. They are upgraded.
Morticia.
I'm Kevin, and I drive a 2017 Wrangler Willys Edition, all stock.
Karen. Yes. And I'm just the rider.
Navigator,
Okay,
boss,
navigator.
the whole deal. Yeah.
I'm Jared. I drive the only not JK here. It's a 06 LJ Rubicon. Stock for now.
Robert. I don't know much about Jeeps.
Don't know much about Jeeps, and we got a Coyote Peterson hat there.
Joe and Ashley, it's a 2019 Sahara.
2019 Sahara.
That's Campbell.
Campbell.
Madison. Ashley's over there.
And Ashley's over there.
Hi.
Let's go. So let's talk a little bit about this, what the Tread Lightly Badge of Honor Trail is. It's a 1 to 3 on a scale of 1 to 10. Depends on what time of the year. Some of it fluctuates because sometimes there are portions that have too much water. But overall, the trail is very easy. I would recommend taking somebody with you, though you could do this as a solo ride with no issues. There is some sugar sand out here, and if you don't have a winch or any recovery gear of your own, like traction pads of some sort, you could get stuck and have a long walk. So do take a buddy out here. We've come out wheeling by ourselves a lot of times, but if it looks sketchy, we don't go. Hunters can only hunt during certain times of the year, so I tend to try to stay out of their way. And they're not generally hunting in the afternoons, but they use dogs out here. So drive slow, drive careful, so you don't run over somebody's hunting dog. When they first opened it up.
Yeah, that's why I put rooftop high antennas on both of these Jeeps, so we'll go through these places.
And you'll lose your clutch. So when Yeah, that gets old.
Hey Matt,
Go ahead.
when we get up here to the road, I got a tennis ball on my antenna that's got a hole cut through it. You can have it. I've got more of them. I haven't been this close to you to see what you were talking about earlier.
That's what the rubber duck is. When I get home tomorrow, I'm going to be taking the top off. I don't have the issue with the soft top. But if you got an extra tennis ball, I'll definitely take it. One of the things I noticed today is that there is an abundance of hunters. This is frequent for weekends during hunting season. The Badge of Honor Tread Lightly Trail is open year-round, so it doesn't close down during hunting season.
I think that's safe too. When I retire, it's going to be a small town or small area somewhere in Tennessee.
And this is a beautiful, easy trail to ride on.
It's a little scratchy.
It's a little scratchy, but overall I would say that riding on this trail is worth it. It's got a nice diversified views. It is a full day trail. If you tried to do the entire trail in a single day, you better leave early in the morning and plan on having some kind of bathroom break somewhere, because the trail is not designed to stop at bathrooms. There are some bathrooms up here in Ocala,
But they're closed for.
but some of them are closed. We took a excursion off to the side of the trail to go to Big Scrub, only to find out that all the bathrooms at Big Scrub, including Big Scrub itself, were closed due to COVID. So far, so good. A little bit of trees reaching in and touching your Jeep, but there have been people out here trimming. So you can see by all this where it's all been trimmed down. So people are maintaining the trails to a degree. Right now we're stopping for lunch, and this is our lunch spot out in the woods. What's that?
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. Ain't nothing better than sweet tea.
Hey man, southern thing, yeah.
There's all the lady Jeepers. We've already talked about your bad habit. Bad habit.
That was great when we saw it in the first video. I was like, look, your name is...
If you like Jeeping and you want a bad habit, then go buy a Rubicon and put big tires on it. Then you can hit every branch that every other Jeep slid right under.
be careful.
Stopping for that branch to be lifted out of the way. Now we're waiting on Randy. Whew. Just say, for those people who say that it is not scratchy, yeah, it's still scratchy. So if you have a new Jeep, even the southern half of the Tread Lightly trail is still pretty scratchy. I think some of these trails have been bypassed on the chopping process. Switched terrains, so we are now in a pine forest. It's scattered pine trees, so it's not like it's purposely planted.
How much more is left of the trail? Can't be much.
Nope, the pine trees just keep closing in on us. I'm not sure how much more, but I can see the main road on my map already. We are taking a green route. Seems a little bit more narrow, almost like a horse path. The terrain is temperature-wise, it's cooler. You could actually feel the temperature drop a little bit. I can see to my left a clearing area and a little bit of sun. But the trails are narrow and the trees are touching my paint. There are some scratches on my hardtop, but I do drive a Jeep. Hold on. Watch out for the big log in the middle of the road. GoPro Hero 8. This is my third GoPro Hero 8, and the second time today I had to take the battery out to get it to even do anything.
But you know how to use it, you take good photos.
Thank you.
Well, that is the southern half of the Tread Lightly four-wheel driveway Badge of Honor Trail in Ocala National Forest. We've zigzagged around, we've gone down some sketchy trails, some smaller trails. We've gone through some sugar sand areas. We've done a very few little areas with very little articulation on a scale of 1 to 10. Other than the sugar sand, I would say it's a 1 to 2.
Yeah.
The roads that you go on that are main roads are wide open, scratch-free, maintained, and easy to move down. Some of the trails, there's a couple of options. They're a little maintained or a little more maintained, but it's going to be scratchy. It's about probably the southern half is just under 40 miles, depending on how much you do on the long diagonal road that we're currently on. But it is a easy ride.
There's a stick sticking out about 3 miles road. Right side.
Well, that concludes our ride for the southern half of the Tread Lightly four-wheel driveway Badge of Honor Trail at Ocala National Forest. We did it a little different route to cover everything, but we ended up out here at what they would call Baptist Lake. That's the drone footage that you saw. I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing lately. We're hoping that we can hit 3,000 before the end of this year. That would be a great goal. We appreciate your subscribing, and it's because of you that we're doing this. If you're looking for a trail to ride that's on a scale of 1 to 3, then the Badge of Honor Trail would be great. Just beware, it is a bit scratchy. So we just, again, I can't thank you enough. Yes. I'm Matt.
And I'm Randy.
And you just been on a Florida Jeep ride.
We had a great time. Thanks, Matt, for planning this out and
awesome,
and showing us some good stuff out here, places we haven't been yet. We've been out here a few times.
We had a wonderful time as always.
Yeah.
Matt is always a fantastic trail guide.
Even if it is scratchy?
Even if it is scratchy, it's not his fault.
Somebody's hiding over there behind the spare tire.
Always fine.
Hey, how was your trip?
It's great.
You had a good time? Family all well?
Real good. Where
So,
are we going next week?
I don't know yet, but I have some things in the works. Cool. How was your trail ride today?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Good to meet new friends.
Awesome, awesome. Getting a little bit muddy. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Now they're looking for some restaurants in this area around Altoona. So if you know of any good restaurants in the Altoona area, comment below so that Jared will know where to go. Other than the Kangaroo gas station, which has really good chicken gizzards.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we're going. That was
Thanks
Hey,
for
puppies.
inviting us.
Well, glad you could come along. Hey, puppies. Yeah, you liked it too, huh? Oh. How about you?
Did you like it, Cheeto? Did you have fun?
Cheeto. Let's talk about the aftermath of that trail ride. It wasn't supposed to be that scratchy, but I've got some definite places where it's scratched. That's the first time this hardtop has been out. So you can see plenty of scratches going across the hardtop. The glass is fine. The door is fine. Got a couple of scratches here and there. A lot of this will either buff out or paint out. Top, well, it's had issues before where the paint's peeling in the corners. Thank you, Joe. Driver's side, same thing. Scratches. So the hardtop's coming off, but I've got some pretty heavy scratches across the Jeep. Nothing in the front. Most of the scratches were just on the sides. And a lot of this stuff, it'll buff out. And if it don't buff out, you know what? It's a Jeep.